It's burns every day.
When rebels is expected.
Here's what's happening. President Reagan will discuss the war against the illegal drug trade when he meets with Mexican President de la...
A concert.
Welcome to your make-believe ballroom.
School in Brooklyn yesterday in which one person was killed. A small office workers union reaches a tentative agreement.
Make-believe ballroom time. Put all your cares away. All the bands are here to bring good cheer your way. It's make-believe ballroom time, and free to everyone. It's no time to fret, your dial is set for fun. Just close your eyes and visualize in your solitude. Your favorite bands are on the stands, and Mr. Miller puts you in the mood. It's make-believe ballroom time, the hour of sweet romance. Here's your make-believe ballroom. Come on, children, let's dance, let's dance.
Good morning on Wednesday the 13th, and welcome to the original Make-Believe Ballroom here at WNEW with Bob Jones and with America's greatest music for America's greatest city. What we like to call, and what in fact is, America's classical music. We swing. Here's a Gershwin song. We'll start right at the top. Van Alexander and Band, and that's, of course, Strike Up the Band. Having done so, let's keep the mood just nice and gentle. A little after 10 in the morning at WNEW at the Make-Believe Ballroom. This song is by Sir Charles Chaplin. He wrote it for modern times. And to sing, Smile, Tony Bennett.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking.
Bric-a-brac furniture, silver and silver-plated items, vintage clothing, coins, area rugs, china, glassware, fine jewelry, costume jewelry. That's right. Costume jewelry. And a whole lot more. If you recommend a friend to Attic Treasures, you'll receive a cash bonus. Recommend me. Call them at 212-475-2944 for more information with no obligation. Attic Treasures at 212-475-2944. What you consider junk might be a treasure to somebody else. And I know that's the point of the message. Because you remember Fibber McGee's closet. Well, I have one. I can't believe anything in there is worth anything. But it may be that we're both wrong. What we consider junk might be a treasure to somebody else. You'd like one of those putting things that doesn't work, wouldn't you? Is that a treasure? How about an AT&T golf cap? How about, inexplicably, a golf cap from Materna? Where the heck did I get that? I don't know. How about 16 reels of one-hour tapes of the George Lizotte show? I don't know. If you have any questions, I certainly do, please give them a call. Attic Treasures, they'd love to hear from you. 212-475-2944. They love to talk on the phone. 212-475-2944.
Hey, I can't believe it.
What?
Look, Thin Thighs of America's first graduation, and the refreshment chairman arrives empty-handed.
I am not empty-handed.
Yeah, well, one can of Crystal Light. That's wonderful. You don't have enough, and you've blown the annual budget.
Look again, Skinny.
What?
Crystal Light. This one can will make 7 liters for about half the price of soda.
Half the price?
Yeah. So with the extra money, I picked up some donuts.
Why?
Crystal Light Diet Soft Drink Mix. 100% NutraSweet.
I told him I was looking for a temporary job where I could make some real good money. And he said, lots of luck.
Kelly Services takes the worry out of finding a good-paying job. Listen.
The one thing about Kelly is they do keep me busy. Since I've been working with Kelly, I've been going out on the best jobs, working for the best places, and for the best money.
Nobody puts temporaries to the test like Kelly. So your assignment is a job you know you can do.
I don't think you can beat Kelly, really.
Kelly Services, the Kelly Girl people, an equal opportunity employer in the white pages.
I'm going to call him.
I'm going to listen and enjoy with you Nat Cole's beautiful performance of Stay as Sweet as You Are at WNEW.
Stay as sweet as you are. Don't let a thing ever change you. Stay as sweet as you are. Don't let a soul rearrange you. Don't ever lose all the charm you possess. Your loveliness, darling, the way you say yes. Stay as sweet as you are, discreet as you are. You're divine, dear. Stay as grand as you are. And as you are, tell me that you're mine, dear. Young and gay are old and gray. Near to me are afar. Night and day I pray that you'll always stay as sweet as you are. to me are a farm. Night and day I pray that you'll always stay as sweet as you are.
Don't let a thing ever change you. What a nice way to say I love you to somebody. Almost 10:15 at WNEW at the Make Believe Ballroom. Bob Jones here with you. I know Patsy's has stayed as great as it was for something like 40 years, and I know it'll stay as great as it is forever and ever. The fellows who run Patsy's, that spectacular Italian restaurant on West 56th Street between Broadway and 8th Avenue, Giuseppe and Salvatore, Joe and Sal, would like to invite you in on behalf of their family, their staff, to a sparkling clean restaurant where the food is the best Southern Italian cooking I think you will have in your life ever had. Exceptional. There's a downstairs dining room that's fairly informal and an upstairs that's slightly more formal, but wherever it is you land at Patsy's, you have landed as, isn't it Dorothy Fields wrote in that Cy Coleman song, in a pot of jam. Only in this case, it's a pot of delicious clam sauce over flat spaghetti. Veal scallopini a la Patsy is a very big favorite. Slices of veal with prosciutto and mozzarella. And hot chicken? Chicken contadina, small pieces of chicken sautéed in garlic and oil with mushrooms and peppers. That's my favorite. Well, if we're talking about it, I guess I'd just have to have the seafood salad and the rigatoni with the filet de pomodori, a little sautéed escarole, and if I could get a sausage, just put a little sausage on the side. Or I'll tell you what. Skip that and just bring me the chicken contadina with all that other stuff. Great soups, great wines, and great times at Patsy's, 236 West 56th. Patsy's is known the world over for excellence and good times. Circle 73491. Giuseppe and Salvatore always suggest 4 or more, but however you go, I know you're going to love it. Patsy's on 56th between Broadway and 8th. CI 73491.
You know, throughout our lives, we learn a lot of different ways to help us fall asleep at night. Listening to a lullaby or a bedtime story, drinking a warm glass of milk, counting sheep, or listening to music on the radio. Well, there's something else that can help you feel drowsy and drift off to sleep. Compose. C-O-M-P-O-Z. Compose, use only as directed, has maximum strength in a single tablet for the relief of occasional sleeplessness. Compose helps you get drowsy and makes it easier to fall asleep. C-O-M-P-O-Z. When you use Compose, you don't need a lullaby or a bedtime story or even a warm glass of milk. You just need Compose. C-O-M-P-O-Z. Compose.
Hi, this is Lawrence Taylor, linebacker of the New York Giants. This is Lionel Manning, receiver of the Giants.
Hi, this is Phil Simms, quarterback of the New York Giants.
Hi, this is Bill Parcells, the coach of the Giants.
Join them and all the Giants for their second preseason game against the Green Bay Packers, Saturday, August 16th. Pre-game show 7:05, game time 8 p.m. It's brought to you in part by People Express and Bud Light on your New York Sports Connection, AM 1130, WNEW New York.
To sing, or the day. Never, never
The beautiful song from Carousel, If I Loved You, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go. Barbra Streisand's The Broadway album at your Make-Believe Ballroom at WNEW with Bob Jones. I mentioned that the weather forecast doesn't have a figure in it yet, but it has a space now for we have a form here for the weather. It has a space for the pollen count. I started to sneeze last night. So I always know. I just know. And I thought, oh, not a cold, too. And I asked someone, it's too early for pollen, isn't it? Apparently not. The sunburn index is 5 on the 0 to 10 scale. Did you see the meteor shower last night? Did you make a wish? I didn't see it. But the dress rehearsal over the weekend was pretty darn good.
That's enough now.
Frank Sinatra with Neil Hefti, who today announced on the Make-Believe Ballroom that after an absence of some years from the music business so that he could be a single parent and properly raise his children, he's going back to work. And I think that's mighty good news for music, for all of us. Neil Hefti. A little past 1:15, WNEW, your Make-Believe Ballroom. Bob Jones here with you. And our sponsor, Alco, A-A-L-C-O, simply wanted me to tell you one more time that it doesn't make sense to have old rotten window frames and windows that have to be washed from the outside and so forth and so forth. Protect the major investment of your life, your home, with Alco replacement windows, A-A-L-C-O. One of the nation's largest and lowest-priced window discounters, presently offering as a thank you with the purchase of 5 Alco windows or more, a free microwave oven. And at this moment, if you're one of the first 25 to call with a request for a free no-obligation estimate, a smoke alarm as a gift in each room in which Alco installs one of their famous replacement windows. They'll save you money on energy, and they'll save you effort on washing because you wash from inside. They're burglar resistant. And what's the other great advantage? The gifts and the company is good. They're, as I say, one of the nation's largest and lowest priced. Well, suffice to say, you'll want to know more. Alco. Oh, yeah, 100% bank financing is available, or you can use your credit card. Alco starts with a free estimate and takes very good care of you thereafter. Call them at 1-800-248-5000. Oh, End Painting. That's it. How much do you love painting window frames? Ooh. I knew I'd think of that. 1-800-248-5000. They've assigned Diane of their staff to take calls from WNEW people. So when you call, be sure to mention the Make-Believe Ballroom, WNEW, Bob Jones, whatever. 1-800-248-5000, Alco. Call them up.
Feeling good is important to me. I jog every day, watch my weight, and I use Murine.
Murine adds nothing but relief.
Murine is the only leading eye drop that doesn't add vasoconstrictors that limit how often you can use them. Murine adds nothing but relief.
Without those added ingredients, I can feel good about soothing my eyes with Murine anytime.
Murine adds nothing but relief.
Use as directed.
Have you ever wondered how people know you smoke, even when you don't have a cigarette in your mouth or in your hand? They probably know as soon as you open your mouth, because smoke and tobacco stain can discolor teeth. But you won't tell the world you smoke if you use Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish every day, twice a day. Topol cleans away newly deposited tobacco particles before they have a chance to become stains. And it also works hard to help clean away built-up stains. Using Topol can get your teeth cleaner and whiter, and using Topol regularly can help keep them that way. What's more, you can get Topol with fluoride, so it protects your teeth against cavities. So if you don't want the whole world to know you smoke, even when you don't have a cigarette, start to use Topol today. Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish, the only toothpaste a smoker needs. Topol is available at all ShopRite food and drug stores.
Sure, there are a lot of nice casinos in Atlantic City, but there's only one castle. Trump's Castle, overlooking the marina in the new Atlantic City. Avoid all the boardwalk gridlock and stay at the castle, where we will treat you like a king. We've even got 1 million square feet of free, protected, no-strings indoor parking at our Royal Garage.
Hey, where do I park this?
At our bus terminal.
Bus terminal?
Trump's Castle, Hotel and Casino. And baby, better do we know how to treat a king.
You're the king of the castle at Trump's Castle, the crown jewel of Atlantic City.
WNEW. When on foreign shores I am very truly yours I am, but if inclined to play I am, sweetheart, that's the way I am. When in Spain, for reasons I don't explain, I remain enjoying a brew. Don't deplore my fondness for Thunderdor. You know how a Thunderdor can lead to a few. And baby, when in Rome, I do as the Romans do. If perchance I'm saying farewell to France, and romance drops in from the blue, cherchez l'amour, I beg of you, please endure my taking a brief detour with somebody new. It's just that when in Rome I do as the Romans do. And though from Italy I lie to you prettily, oh, don't think of me bitterly. You know that I'm true. Except now and then in Rome I get that old yen in Rome. And naturally when in Rome I do as the Romans do. È molto difficile resistere gli uomini d'Italia, per esempio i biondi di Firenze, di Venezia, e i bruni di Palermo, di Milano, you know what I mean? If I ride happily, best wishes from Napoli, don't cable me snappily to tell me we're through. Because I'm once again in Rome, in somebody's den in Rome. Well, honey bunch, then in Rome, I do as the Romans do. So just disregard the signs and the yeomans. When in Rome, I do as the Romans do. Veni, vidi, vinci.
A song by Cy Coleman and Carolyn Lee. we've been partial to through the years at WNEW. That's from the Dean's List. Barbra Streisand, who, of course, was crazy nuts about him, despite what you might have heard. And when in Rome, I do as the Romans do. That's been good advice for something like 2,000 years. Join us every racing day between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. for the 8th and 9th from Saratoga, only on your Sports Connection, AM 1130 WNEW.
I'm Zoltan, the greatest mind reader in the world. Zoltan knows everything.
Do you know why I'm here?
Not exactly.
I'm here to tell people about the Minolta personal copier, which is different from all other personal copiers because...
It copies everything in Hungarian.
Because it's so inexpensive to maintain. In fact, copies cost a lot less than they would with most other personal copiers. So get a Minolta personal copier.
And tell him Randy Tunnel sent you.
Tony Randall.
The EP50 personal copier, only from the mind of Minolta.
He's going to call and ask me to dinner. I wonder what kind of a place he's going to pick. It would be nice if it were a really romantic restaurant with wine, dim lights, and candles, and flowers on the table. A nice, quiet place where we could talk with really good food. Not that fancy French stuff with all the sauces drowning everything, and not Nouvelle. I don't want to be on a diet tonight. I hope he doesn't decide on Chinese or Indian. I want tonight to be special. It doesn't have to be expensive. Maybe a nice bottle of wine, one that neither of us has tried, so it can be our discovery. We could save the label. We could linger over espresso and dessert and then take a carriage ride around the park. I wonder if he'll ask me where I want to go. I wonder what I'll wear.
Cafe Between the Bread, 145 West 55th Street. You provide the romance, we'll provide the setting. For reservations, call 581-1189.
Peter, what is all this? I thought you were choosing a MasterCard for us.
Did you know that 28,000 different financial institutions offer MasterCards?
You're not comparing every application.
Well...
What's wrong with this one?
Application number 14,983. Well, interest is too high.
And this one?
Number 21,712. Credit line's too small. Let me see. Here's one with possibilities.
Manufacturers Hanover has made choosing a MasterCard easy. We simply gave our MasterCard a lower interest rate than most major banks and a bigger credit line.
Well, we found the right one, Peter. Manufacturers Hanover MasterCard. So, what's wrong?
It had to be number 27,999.
For an application, call 1-800-351-1900. That's 1-800-351-1900. Manufacturers Hanover, the financial source worldwide. $20 annual fee, annual percentage rate 17.8%. 90-cent service charge for each advanced transaction. Account and credit line subject to approval.
Here at WNEW, something from the cast album of the new Broadway hit Me and My Girl. The musical is known as the Lambeth Walk musical. That was a great big hit once upon a time in the United States because Ray Noble, the British band leader that the Rainbow Room brought over to lead the band, brought it with him. The Lambeth Walk, Lambeth turning out to be a part of London, not Mayfair. Here are some splendidly talented and mighty attractive people. You can hear their attractiveness. But wait till you see 'em. Robert Lindsay, Emma Thompson, and ensemble. This is the first act closer over at the Marquis Theater. The Lambeth Walk from Me and My Girl.
Lambeth? You've never seen. Hey, the skies ain't blue, the grass ain't green. It hasn't got the Mayfair touch, but that don't matter very much. We play a different way, not like you, but a bit more gay, when we have a bit of fun. Oh boy! Anytime you're Lambeth way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth bell, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Everything free and easy, do as you done well pleasy. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth way, Every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth walk. Oi, oi.
Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth walk. Oi! Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal, you'll find them all doing the Lambeth walk. Oi! Everything bright and breezy, do as you know, well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth walk. Oi! Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth walk. Oi! Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal, you'll find them all doing the Lambeth walk. Oi!
From the new hit Broadway musical Me and My Girl, Robert Lindsay. And let me be sure of her name. She's a newcomer to New York. We're going to all know her name real well very soon. She's delightful. Emma Thompson and the ensemble, and the brand new version of the Lambeth Walk. Well, this is my day for sweet surprises. I have another friend on the phone from California whom I'd like to have a little conversation with you here in a moment. At the Make Believe Ballroom with Bob Jones at WNEW, we will soon say hello to Phil Harris.
If your athlete's foot is kicking up, leave it, leave it. Just take a step to make it stop. Leave it, leave it. Tinactin sends it on the run. It works so well, it's #1. So leave it to the leader, Tinactin.
Nothing relieves the itching and burning of athlete's foot faster than Tinactin. And with daily use of Tinactin powder, you may never get athlete's foot again.
Leave it to the leader, Tinactin.
The #1 cure for athlete's foot. Use only as directed.
23 million Americans suffer muscular back pain. Ray Cody of Peekskill, New York, told us about his backache.
I go bicycle riding for exercise and enjoyment. I can get off my bicycle just by moving wrong, and I get pains in my back. And it goes right across. And it'll even start to come right up the center of your back.
What do you take for relief, Ray?
I just take Doan's pills.
Doan's backache pills contain a pain-fighting ingredient not found in any other leading analgesic, an ingredient so effective it relieves the minor pain of inflammation, muscle spasm, tightness, and stiffness for hours.
Doan's pills does the trick. I can move around. I can sit down better. The pain is gone. You have to experience it to appreciate it.
You really like Doan's, huh?
They allow me to run around like a normal person that doesn't have back pain. I think they're the best things since sliced bread.
Get fast backache relief with Doan's backache pills. Use only as directed.
And for
I've
warm
been with other
relief.
temporary services before I went with Kelly, and none of them have compared to Kelly.
I was with another large temporary service. I just wasn't getting jobs that were equivalent to my skills. But then I went to Kelly, and they tested me and began to send me on jobs that matched my skills in the higher paying range.
If you're going to be a temporary, I don't think there's any better place to be than Kelly Services.
If you're a temporary or want to be one, look into Kelly Services. Nobody cares about its temporaries or its customers like Kelly. That's why nobody puts temporaries to the test like Kelly. So your assignment is a job you know you can do.
I just can't say enough about Kelly.
Kelly Services, the Kelly Girl people, an equal opportunity employer in the white pages.
They get the best job for the best pay, working for the best people.
Now until September 27th, Kelly temporaries can win instant cash up to $1,000 in the Kelly Cash Stakes. Over 2,300 cash prizes in all. Rules and restrictions are available at all Kelly offices. Void where prohibited. No purchase necessary.
At WNEW with Bob Jones, welcome Phil Harris to the Make Believe Ballroom. Hiya, Phil.
Well, I never was better. You know, I listen to your program when I'm in New York, and I talked to a couple of friends, and they mentioned your name, so I said, well, I'm going to call old Bob and say hello.
Well, you know, I'm a great Phil Harris fan, as well as I just told you a fan of Alice Faye's, your wife. Can I tell you a Phil Harris story?
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I ever heard on the radio was you and Frankie Remley, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, it was Elliot Lewis, but he was playing Frankie.
And he played Frankie, and there was a piece of music, and the joke centered on Paganini. And you said, no, Frankie, no, Remley. Turn it upside down. That's page 9. Now, I had to have been...
we were very fortunate, Bob. We had some great writers on that show, and also on the Benny Show. I look back at it now, and for 18 years I was with Jack, and I think that's one of the highlights of my life. And then Alice and I were on for 7 years, and we were very fortunate because, after all, you got to have the material, you know?
Oh, I know.
And we were, pardon me, we were very fortunate to have top writers.
I met a grandson of yours who's a young actor here not long ago.
Oh, Gregory.
Gregory, and I said, how's your grandpop? And he said, oh, like always, he's giving everybody lessons in energy. You just did a big golf tournament in Indianapolis not long ago, didn't you?
Well, not far from Indianapolis, my hometown. We've done it now for about 9 years, and incidentally, your buddy and my buddy helped me out this year. Joe Bushkin came.
Yeah, he loves to show up wherever you are. He speaks of you so fondly.
Well, I love him, and we put 7 kids through school this year. We started about 9 years ago, and it's growing rapidly every year because I have guys like Pat Buttram and Forrest Tucker and all kind of guys that come back and you know, and go on for me. And it's a little town of 5,000, and it's amazing because we're drawing people from all around Indiana, and it's turned out to be a great thing.
Well, everybody wants to be where you are, Phil. I hope when you're in town next you have a chance to come and visit in person here at the ballroom.
Not much, no. I don't have too much chance. You know, when I think of New York, I think of Joe Frisco, who was, I don't know if the younger people will know him or not, but he was one of the great vaudevillians, comedians in our time, you know, doing vaudeville, Orpheum and Keith and Sun Time and all. He was very big and very extemporaneous. I mean, I don't think they can ever do a book on him like Joey Lewis or anybody because, well, he was just one of a kind. But anyway, we all went to see him in the hospital. He died about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the nurse was giving him the blood, you know, the serum from up above, and she stuck him, and he started howling.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked at him, and she says, now, Mr. Frisco, she says, you know that isn't hurting. He stuttered, you know. He says, lady, I'm hollering, and I'm not selling newspapers. But I just happen to, there's a million of them. They got a book full of them. Peter Lynn Hayes has got all of them. I don't want to keep any of your time. I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoy your program, and I miss it when I'm not back east.
Well, come east more often, because we miss you when you're not back east.
And I'd really appreciate it if you say hello to PJs when you go by, and also call little Jewel. She'll love it.
We're talking about Jewel Baxter, a great friend of both of ours who has not been as well as she might be recently. You bet I will, Phil, and thank you so much for the call today.
Hey, stay well, Bob, and I hope I see you soon.
It's funny, I just got to tell you one quick thing. I think I conjured you up, Phil. Yeah, I'm moving this week in addition to being here with the folks on the Make Believe Ballroom, and in showing the fellow making the estimate yesterday where the 45s are kept in my house behind a cabinet door.
Yeah.
He said, "Do you know where anything is?" And I said, "Well, I sure do," and reached right in and pulled out your record of The Thing.
Oh, my God.
Which I'm going to bring in here and play for the folks tomorrow.
I'll tell you.
If it isn't already packed.
Don't break it. It's probably only one left.
I doubt it. Well, that's what I like about Phil Harris. Thank you.
Stay well, my friend.
Thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
And for Phil and for all at the Make Believe Ballroom at WNEW, here's Thomas Fats Waller.
I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. Gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you.
Thomas Fatswaller, and I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter here at WNEW.
Rags is here. Rags, the musical that has been bringing audiences to its feet, now comes to New York. Rags at the Mark Hellinger Theater. From the creators of Fiddler on the Roof, Annie, and Pippin, Rags is the thrilling musical for every man, woman, and child who ever stepped off a boat into a new world, a new life, a new dream. Rags is the story for every American. Rags is told with humor and warmth to a ragtime beat. Rags, the ultimate theater experience for anyone who ever had a dream. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll love Rags, the new American musical. For tickets, call Charge It, 212-944-9300, 212-944-9300.
Now at the Mark Hellinger Theater.